Hello friend, today I am so excited. We're going to walk through the trainer's tip, inspire, equip, challenge. When we conduct a training, there are three things that we always want to do. We want to inspire the heart. We want to equip the hands, the head, the mind, and we want to challenge the will, a commitment that individuals are going to act upon what we've walked through in our training. Let me give you an example. Inspire. Often we can inspire through stories. Let me tell you a story about the turkey and the eagle. This is a once upon a time story, meaning it is a story. Once upon a time, there was an eagle, and it built its nest in a high rocky cliff. That's where eagles build their nest, to keep the eggs away from predators. One day there was a storm, and the winds were blowing, and the eggs rocked left and right, and one of the eggs fell out of the nest. And right before it crushed on the ground, a huge wind came. Whoosh! The egg did not crash on the ground. It rolled up right next to a turkey nest. Well, Mama Turkey comes home and she sees one of the eggs laying outside of her nest, and so she's a good mama, so she puts that egg back in the nest, and she sits down and she waits and she waits and she waits, and finally she hears that noise. Longing to hear, peck, 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 she turns around and, oh, the most beautiful birds you've ever seen. They had little bitty wings, and they had long necks with that red giblet goblet thing right here, and oh, they were the most beautiful bird. But wait, she noticed one of the eggs hadn't hatched. So she turned around, and she, as good mama would do, she sat back down and she waited, and finally, peck, 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 she turned around and it was the most ugly bird she'd ever seen. It was ugly. Oh! It had a short little stalker neck, and it had a little white tuft on its head. It had these long, gangly wings. Oh, that bird was ugly. But Mama Turkey was a good turkey, good mama, and she was determined to treat that bird like all her other birds. So they were out turking. That's what turkeys do. They turk. They were out turking, and they were kind of grubbing in the dirt for worms. And this little ugly bird happened to look up into the sky. And do you know what it saw in the sky? It saw an eagle. Have you ever seen a bird? Have you ever seen an eagle when it's just kind of like, it looks like it's frozen in the sky? It was beautiful. Now, all the other birds, and even Mama Turkey, surrounded this one little ugly bird and said, don't even think about it. You're a turkey. Now, my friend, is that bird a turkey? No, of course not. It's not a turkey. Do you know what happened next? The eagle in the sky, it tipped its wings, just a little tip of the wings. It swooped down, its talons out, and it scooped up that little baby bird, the little ugly bird, the eagle, and it taught it. It trained it how to be an eagle. Now, friend, fun story. In our spiritual walk, we need to understand Galatians 2:20. I have been crucified with Christ. I no longer live. The life I live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God who loved me and gave himself for me. Friend, you are a Christian. You are a saint. You are a son. You are a daughter of the King. Jesus looks at you and calls you brother. He calls you sister. You are a Christian. Does that little bird have to act like an eagle? Does it have to try to be an eagle? No, it is an eagle. In the same way, we are saints. We are Christians. We are sons and daughters of the King. That is our true identity. Okay, friend, stepping back, what did we just do? Inspire. We want to reach the heart. Wow. Stories are a great way to touch the heart of individuals. But we don't want to stop there. We want to inspire the heart. Do you remember what was next? We want to equip the hands, the head, the mind. All right, so let's equip you. What we just did is we walked through and we told an inspiring story. Now, when you tell a story, here's the equipping part. When you tell a story, don't just stand there. This is a very exciting story today, boys and girls. We want to tell you about a turkey and an eagle. No, that is boring. You want to use your body. You want to use your voice. You want to use your actions. You want to story teach with passion. Okay, that was our equipping part. We inspired you with a story. We equipped you, obviously very brief on this video. When you tell stories, use your emotions, use your whole body to tell the story. Now, the challenge. Here's the challenge. We want you to commit, not just be inspired, not just be equipped, but actually do it, use it, put it to action. Okay, so here's our challenge. Within the next day, we want you to share the turkey and the eagle story with someone. Not only share the fun story, but tell the principle, the eagle, the identity, the bird, of course it was an eagle, but share the biblical principle. Galatians 2:20, as Christians, we are saints. We are God's sons. We are God's daughters. Christ looks at us and says, brother, sister, and opens his arms and hugs us and welcomes us into his family. That's who we are. That is our identity. So we want to inspire. We equip. Okay, how do you tell the story? Now, the challenge. Tell the story. The fun story, the principle, as well as the biblical base. In fact, let's commit in the next 5 minutes. Stop the video, stand up, pair up with a partner, let one partner tell the story, you listen, and then the listener, you tell the story to the one so that you can practice, you can commit right now. So in your training, make sure you're always inspiring the heart, make sure you're always equipping the hand, the head, and make sure you are challenged that will commit them to action. Friend, remember Galatians 2:20 today. I've been crucified. You've been crucified. Remember Isaiah 55:10-11. God's holy word. It comes down, accomplishes his purpose for what he designed it for. It cleanses, it brings growth. Friend, your confidence is in your true identity. Your confidence is in God's holy word. So now, go teach with passion. Amen and amen.